Hello there, how y'all doing? It is Tuesday evening and I'm getting ready to add to this journal that I am making for my son. So it's all curled up because the wet glue, that's just how it acts. And so this is to be the inside, at least that's what I thought. And he said he liked it. He looked at it while I was at work. And I was like, oh, okay. So I have this image that I cut down, which is a magazine page, and then this one. And I'm not sure now because I like all of them. So we'll see where they actually end up, whether this will be the outside or the inside. But I need to make sure that this is right side up. Okay, so we're going to glue this one down and we're going to use some double-sided tape because I need to add some fabric to the spine piece, which is going to be a piece of denim. I thought that might be cool because I had some other kind, like a tablecloth piece of fabric, and I said, well, I don't know if I like that too much. I still like that ragged edge, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should leave this gray tape exposed on the end and just cover that. But this is how it looks. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to use it from that way and put it on like this. And I just have a little bit to go over, just a little bit, because I want it to be stretched. So when I sew in the signatures, we'll sew that piece together like that, just on top like that. So that's that. And it's a little bit over outside on both sides like that. And that's why we got the double-sided tape. And then it would be a little bit over on these like this. Like so. And that's how it would be. Okay, so I thought that was pretty cool, and I thought this was a good way for the outside of the book. And then I saw an animal that I'll show you in a little bit, a lion it is, and then I saw this cheetah on a couple pages down in the book, so I said, yep, let's use that one, it's okay. So that's where we are. We just backed it on some regular copy paper so that it would be, stiff a little bit. So here, what I need to do is I need to go ahead and put these images down, I think, so that they'll be in place. Now, this originally was to be the front. Yes, so I needed it like this. And so we're going to put this one on this side with some wet glue. Not too wet though. I'm just going to go around the edges. Let's see. Peel this off. Okay. Make sure we get our edges because we definitely have to put some double-sided tape because wet glue, stick glue, or any other kind of glue is not going to stick to this. After a few minutes, maybe a couple hours, it's going to peel right off just like it wasn't there. I've had that experience already, so we want to make sure that we put the double-sided tape down at the start. So then I'm just going to put this on here kind of lightly all the way over it, but not too wet because I don't want it to seep through the copy paper and make the outside image all wrinkly. It may do that anyway, but I'm just trying not to get it too wet, not too wet. All right, let's see. This should be okay, like that. We'll put this one down on here. You can still see a little bit of that rough edging from yesterday's work. Okay, we have that. And it's hanging over a little bit, but it's okay like that. All right, and then this needs to tape. So in a second, let's go around this way, get all the edges. So how you guys doing today? I hope you had a great day on this Tuesday. I have 2 more days at work for the summer program, and then I'll be off until the 19th, unless my principal calls me, and she says she'll probably call me because she's going to need me. That's what she said. I'm going to call you. I'm going to need you. I said, okay. So I'll get a few extra days perhaps between now, or let's say the 1st and the 19th. Okay. I don't want too much to come out too quick. I was kind of looking through all these things before I got on, because y'all know my videos be long. My son so encouraged me yesterday. I've been saying this all along, but he said, "Mom, don't worry about it. Whoever's going to watch it is going to watch it. And you don't need to worry about whether it's too long. Just do a good video." That's what he said. I said, okay. I said, I was talking about, you know, how I'm reinforcing your Bible and everything like that, making some bookmarks for it and everything. And I don't know how many people going to click on that. That's because I was writing a description, right, for that Bible reinforcing video. And he was like, oh, you writing descriptions and all that? Well, you can't worry about if they're going to not like it because you working on a Bible. You got to worry about the people who want to watch it because they follow you and they support you. And I was like, oh, okay, right. I mean, I knew that, but sometimes as I've been teaching my children all of their lives, do it sound better coming from someone else? And I guess it sounded a little bit better coming from someone else for me last night, you know? So that's where I'm at with that. Now we have these on, and we got to work with this trifling tape. I don't have too much of it. I did say trifling, y'all, because it's real strong. That's one. And then when you put it on here like this, you can't really get the little backing off of it without it snapping all out of place and everywhere. It's like, come on, did they think about it? Right, so I'm going to put that edge on and hope I got enough of this one, because I know that this is super sticky, and it just worked real well. Wait, did I put that on the wrong place? I did. I put it on the inside. I want it on the outside. It's like, did the people think about it when they were making this? How can you get the little plastic backing off? Because it's hard to get it off. And sometimes when I was trying to get it off in past times, the thing was peeling up, and then it was, you know, doing all like that and sticking together. I was so mad because it was wasteful. Okay, now we have this, and I'm gonna put a little bit in here after I do this side, because I gotta make sure I got enough for over here. All right, so now this is not sticking down. Let me see what's happening here. That's not sticking on this tape, but I didn't realize this part was off too. Okay, so now we got that, and we need to, I'm not sure how to do this, because I don't really want to, it's going to cover that up anyway, but not all the way. So I'm just going to put it on top of this image, because I don't want to put it under there and then on top. It should hold it all together, I hope and I pray. Let me use a piece of this one. This is a new pack, and I have about 3 of these. that I've never used. So let's see what we can do with this. I don't know how this one is put together, but we can ready to find out. Okay. Oh, it feels, you know, sticky like the other one. All right, let's try to clip it. Oh, it's definitely sticky. Okay, let's put this one on here. That was smart. Let's put this one on. Then we won't have that issue. Okay, but is that gonna be strong enough to hold the denim? I don't know, but I think that other one will be all right. And this seems a little hard to peel off too. Okay, let's see. I would think because it's yellow. There it is. Go slow before you peel the whole thing up. All right. Now we got that down. Let's do a piece over here. Over here. All right. I got this double-sided. Oh, it's thundering. I got this tape from Temu. That's where I got this one from, and the clear one. No, did I? I think this one came from Amazon. I think this one came from Amazon, the 3-pack. And then I have some white ones that came in like wide, thin, 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 thin. Like 5 different widths. And that came from Temu with this clear one. These came from Amazon. Because when I saw it, I was like, well, this don't look like what the lady was using. Some people only use double-sided tape to put their stuff down. They don't use Fabri-Tac, and they don't use what you call, this is all they use. They use this to put the whole thing together. No glue sticks, no nothing, just double-sided tape. And they just run it like this and come up and cross and down and maybe 2 in the middle or something like that. I've seen that. I said, oh, okay. All right. This is a little bit sticky on the outside. It might work out here. I don't know, but I'm going to use this one because this is the one I know is real thick. And I want it to work the first time. Okay. And then we're going to press it down like we did the other side. I don't really want to put nothing in the middle because the denim is going to be there. And I was going to put like a piece of scrapbooking paper here. But I was like, that's got to be thin. And then I still got to sew through 2 cardboards and this. Just leave it. It should be okay. That's what I was thinking. And I definitely don't want to try to put the needle through this gummy stickiness. All right. Let's see. See, it's peeling up the wrong thing. Okay, let's see. We got that one. And now let's try this. Oh, there it is. Okay, now we have that. I still want to put a little teeny bead of glue there just to make sure. You know, not a bead, but just a little bit. This glue looks like it's Elmer's, but it's not just Elmer's. It's Elmer's glue, and it is Aleene's tacky glue white and Aleene's tacky glue clear, and then another type of clear fabric glue that I bought from Amazon, and I mixed all of them in the whole gallon-sized jug so that it's there and in place, and I don't have to keep trying to fill up the bottle or just, you know, run out of the clear. I put them all together. That's what I do. I mixed it all together, and it should all be one kind. You know, good for paper and fabric. So I just use my Elmer's bottles because I have two. See how this stuff's stretching up, coming off? Maybe you didn't catch that. The whole thing is coming up. All right. And then, let's see if we can get the other one. The whole piece was coming off of there. All right, let's see. Now we're going to put a little bit glue in here, just so when we put that denim down on there, we can press it and it'll have something to hold to in the middle. I was going to do this part and then just I should have clipped the end of that glue, that, what you call this stuff, double-sided tape, because it's kind of thick right here, but it's okay because I'm not going to need to do anything with that. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue across here because I need the denim to stick to it. All right, now, should I try to clip these? I'm not. I'm just going to go ahead and do it like I did that one. And press it down like that. Yeah, and I stretched it nice and tight so that it can be good and not have a whole lot of play in it when it's time to, you know, sew it together. This gonna have to be my inside. Did you see what I did? I didn't hear you tell me, you gotta flip your book over. I forgot. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That can be the front. This one can be the back. And then these will be the insides. I wanted that on the out, but it's okay. It's fine. It doesn't matter. All of it is just magazine image, so it's fine. And I can't leave this on the outside because you just can't do it like that, right? So we got this. And I'm going to try to just rub it a little bit. There's a little bit of air in there, looks like. That's because I didn't put no extra tape in the middle of this, but it's okay. I'll need none because it's going to be fine. This is glued on the outside, which is perfect. And then this one doesn't have any glue on the edges. On the inside. Strings coming off. That's fine. I gotta put a piece of the double-sided tape on here. Not this thick one, I don't think. But maybe this might be the right one to use because the other one is so wide. Oh, that's it. It's just, it might not go all the way around. You see, it's done. You see how it's sticking and stretching like that? Okay, we're not sure what to do with this. So lay that back down and leave that alone because I'm not sure how to handle it. And it might just pop off and do something funky that I can't even deal with. So let's try and use a little bit of this to just tack that down, and I'll just do it in like small pieces like this. And just put it in there Yeah, that should hold it. Because it's so wide, I can just push it up against here and peel it off. So much work with this because, you know, you just have to figure out how to do it. And it may have been able to be glued down, you know, but I don't know because this is magazine paper. You got to be kind of careful with how you handle it because it can get all ripped up and mess your little project up real fast for you or whatever. It's easier to use some scrapbooking paper or some scrapbooking paper or even doubled up copy paper or some lightweight cardstock. But magazine is not the easiest to work with like this. Not the easiest. Alright, so I'm just put this down on here, and then we're going to turn this one around, and that'll hold that. We'll put a few pieces here. So let's peel this one about right here and cut about 4. And lay it right a little piece on top of it. Alright, and that's kind of crazy because even when I started the video, I was saying that I kind of thought about, I wasn't sure if I wanted these to be on the inside or the outside now, and it ended up being on the inside. So it's kind of crazy how that happened, but it's okay. All of it is good. Alright, then we'll roll that piece over and down. And now that's done. It's okay that the strings are hanging out. And then we'll do this end same way. It's covering up most of the little bridge piece, but you can still see it a little bit, so it's alright. This time we'll cut a little longer piece so we can get 8 of them at one time. Put one right there. And I thought I was going to get to sew the signatures in, but it don't look like it. It don't look like it. Maybe I can. I'm going to check. I'm going to check. And I'll put this one in here. It's on top of it a little bit, but it's okay. It'll just double over and double down. Alright, just press that up like that. And then we'll go back and peel the yellow off of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we'll press this down, and we need one piece there. Let me get a small skinny piece to put on top. and put that one on here. And then we'll pull that off. We can get it, yep. And the glue is not dry yet, but oh, I forgot to pull it. I forgot to pull it. Oh boy, let's see if I can pull it a little bit. I forgot to pull it. I got it a little bit. Yes, we got it. It's a little bit wrinkled, but it's okay. As long as it's down and we can fold, and that's what we have. Now, that's good. Nothing's puckering up on either side. The side's got a little, let's put a little thin piece right there. Little thin piece, just to make sure everybody stays down. Put it right up under here, and peel the paper and press. All right, and now we good? Looks like we're good. We're good. Let's put a little piece right here too, because it just seems like we get a little corner of it. Just to put right here, like turn it around here and put it on like this. And pull that corner down. Now, okay. Now that's what we have. We have this. And that ain't really too bad out here like that anyway. If I wanted it to be out there like that, it's fine. Either way. So it's good. Good, good, good. And this is what we have. And this is hanging out. And this is hanging out. And so I'm not sure what I want to do with those pieces yet. So I'm not going to trim them yet because I don't know. All right. So we got this. And we can move all of this other stuff to the side for a second. And we can look at our signatures. Now I have some magazine tear outs that I want to add to his journal. And I trimmed all of them up on that like thingy that, you know, I don't really know what you call it. It is a paper slicer. You put it on there and slide the thing. I don't know what you call it. Let me get it. But I've been trimming it up so we didn't have to go through all of that. This is what I used, okay? And I just put it in there and, you know, maybe you know how to use this. I really don't. But I just lined it up here, put this down, look for the edge, and I went and like that, and I evened all of that paper up. And that's all I wanted to show you with that. And so these are nice and even. And my son loves plants. He loves plants. And I was looking for house plants in this book that's called Gardening, something about gardening. And I saw this. And I said, yep. And then it talks about the pests and how to fertilize and how to water and temperatures and humidity and the importance of light. And then I saw this and I said, man, if I had looked in that book, I could have used this for, it's this way. It just looked so good either way, it didn't matter. And then I realized the table was half. I could have used this image for his cover, but I would have had to cut so much away. So it's okay. I'd rather give it to him like this. And then he's got some other plants here, and it talks about different things in all of it. So I'm going to put this in here like this and make a type of something like this to add to his book. Right. That can be beneath a belly band. So we can fold this because that's all this is going to be. And that's how I'm going to put it in the journal, like this. And we might paper clip it or something like that. And things can hang out. That'll be fine. He doesn't know anything about junk journal. He just know I'll be over here messing with these papers, and I got all these books. So these are strips that came from what I have cut down to make the cover. That's what this is. But I kept these things because I don't know if I'm going to be needing it to make belly bands or something like that to hold, because you know I'm making it for my son. It's a man, and he doesn't want all this girly lady stuff in his journal. So I just said, hold on to your scraps. We'll know how we're going to utilize all of those things. This is another image I took out of a magazine. He's into these things, you know, and then it has the cologne flap there. And so I got that, and I thought that was cool. So I cut it down as best I could, and it's going to stay like this hanging out. And I'm not sure how I can attach it, so it may just get a belly band and be in. And so even if it folds out, you know, the book closes like this, it only hangs over to match the edges of this. So I might just run some glue stick here and put some washi to reinforce the edges of the journal. So this is another piece that I'm going to put in there. And then I saw this, because my son is a hard-working young man. He's always working, okay? So I got this because I know he liked that, and I want to reinforce this. So we can do that right now. We'll reinforce that piece because I'm going to make that like a pocket. I'm not going to give him too many pockets, but I'm going to make that one like a pocket. And I had to get a new glue stick because my other one is worn down, but we're going to use it anyway. I use my glue sticks when they get all the way down. I dig them out with the point of my, the tip of my bone folder, and I get all of the glue out and use it. But for this purpose, I need to just be able to rub so it can stay flat. See, I was trying not to wrinkle that, but you know, this is how it goes sometimes. And so I'm going to just put this on here and press it out so it can be as flat as it can be without air bubbles and everything. And then we'll let this dry. When it dries, we'll trim it, and then we will corner clip it and put a thumb hole in it so that it can indicate that it's a pocket. Okay, so we're going to do that for that. This is the image that led to me using the cheetah with that big piece of tree. I saw this, and this was on one of those images that looks like this page, right? And I cut it off of there. It may have come off of this one. No, it didn't, because the back of this has the giraffe, and the whole sky was like this. And I wanted that whole sky so that I could have that sky piece would have become the other side of this. But it was words up here, like magazine language, and I couldn't even really utilize it. So I said, we got to cover up the giraffe in order to use this, or we can tuck this. And so I said, yep, what I'm going to do is this is smaller, and when I make that a pocket, I'll put that inside, and then he can have the best of both worlds. So that's how that's going to turn out for that. And these are images that I cut from yesterday, so I'm definitely going to use this fire. I don't even know why I keep using this, but he loves grilling out, you know. Before he had all of these issues that came up in his life. It's just a season of hardship. That's what it is, and we all get them, and he has never experienced one that caused him all the trouble that he has faced in these last couple weeks. You know, he's just kind of, he's had some down times where, you know, life was happening, but all of these things happened at one time in his life, and now he's living with his mother. And so we just keep going. You know, it's okay. Praise God that my season is still being placed for him versus me having to go and live with him, because it could be that way. Some of you know my story. I see there's a tear here, but this little piece of tape will suffice for that. You know, some of you know my story about how I'm packing, and my house is packed up, and it's been packed up for 3 years. And recently it came down to my house being auctioned off and everything. And so I don't know how the whole thing is going to turn out, but I just leave the things that I can't do anything with in the master's hand, because he knows. And I know some people would have, you know, something different to say about that, and that's okay, to each his or her own. But I'm just saying that, you know, for me, I have to leave things, you know what I'm saying, like that in the master's hand. It goes with the serenity prayer. It said, accept the things that you cannot change and have some courage to change the things you can. So, you know, that's what that comes down to. So we'll save these little images. You know, he's, you know, going to work with that. And, you know, I don't know how he's going to handle the whole thing. But the purpose really was just to be making him a journal book that he could use, that he could write in. I'm going to put a piece in here because it probably will grab, but it's not dry yet. But I got to keep the fold going so that it doesn't get stiff, okay? Because typically I would just hold it here and put a bull clip on it or something, whatever they want to call them. I don't know if they call them bull clips. I'm trying to unclip one. I got two on my table. But I call them binder clips, you know. So maybe a bull clip is something different. But we hold it like that just to make sure that it can stay, you know, in book form. It can open, it can close. Okay, so this is another image, and this was about a cruise. And I cut the bottom off, and I just said we'll use this as a large belly band to add some other things in to his book. So, you know, we don't know where it's going to be at all, but I need to set this to the side up so it can dry. Okay, and then this one here, this is just something I wanted to cut out, how to outsmart a millionaire. So I thought about maybe I want to give him all of that, but I wasn't real sure. But I said, let me just cut this watch out, because that's where I was with that. Okay. These are my favorite scissors. I love these scissors. They came in some craft stuff that my girlfriend gave me, and it probably had about 5 or 6 pair of scissors in there. Good scissors. And these are Westcott, and they were really, really smooth. When I would cut the paper, they were so smooth. I said, oh, I like these a lot. These are my favorite. But now I can feel in here that they're getting a little bit rough, because I cut everything with them. at this table. I have another pair over here, but I use these the absolute most. And I don't want to buy another pair. I don't. Maybe somebody might want to gift me some. Who knows? I don't know. I don't want to buy another pair. I have several pairs of scissors up here, but I love these. They were so smooth. Okay, so we're going this way. We're just trimming out a little bit. Just a little bit. And come in here. It's raining. It's raining, raining, raining. It was raining last night. It looked like it was going to rain all day when I got off from work big gray clouds. And I got to go to the UPS store and return something, and then get home, and been home several hours, and it's just started to rain. Okay. This is called fussy cutting. Okay. And we're just trimming it out a little bit. And we might put this in some type of little belly band type tuck. And, you know, he might be like, what's this? And he pull it out and he'd be like, oh, that's cool. Okay. And then that's that. And we could put that maybe behind here or something like that. Who knows? But that's the idea. Okay. And we're done with this. I don't think I need any of it. It's not a Rolex watch. It's just a nice looking watch. And I had some magazines that had Rolex in it, but I mean, we don't have to build all these things up like that. It's okay. I got this because he's into this, you know, health stuff. Sometimes he's here, and then other times he's a little off his little health kick or whatever like that. So I said, okay, we'll get this because it has all of that. You know, he needs something fun to put in there because that's what junk journaling is about. And he's into this kind of stuff. I used to buy him this trail mix that had these pepitas and granola and some cranberries and some mixed nuts like walnuts and maybe walnuts and peanuts or something like that. And yeah, so I just put that right there. And then it's going on to tell him how he can make this green banana smoothie or whatever. And that's like the trail mix that I would get him. And that looks like some kind of quiche or something. Ham and egg bake, okay? And then this is coffee. He definitely into coffee, okay? Different types of coffee tea bar. So I just got that for that. And he's a salad guy. He want to eat salad all the time. His girlfriend said, doesn't want salad every day with everything. It's like, I don't know, since he was like 2, he been eating salad. I can remember we were at Chuck E. Cheese, and it was like, somebody's like, ooh, look at your baby. He likes salad? And then somebody else said, I could never get my kids to eat salad. I said, you see him, he liked that. He eating that salad up. So I got these just for that, just so he can look at some different recipes and have something in his book. Honey, how long you going to keep it in there? I don't know. I just know that's what I'm going to put in there, okay? We're going to fold all of this. We're going to fold all of this over just like this. At first, I was going to sew it into his book, but I was like, I want to cut it down. So I might just separate the pages as I go, and it'd be one here, and then it'd be another, and he'd be able to just take it out and look at them one page at a time or something. But that's how that's going to go. And then this is another fussy cut. He's definitely into the, you know, about Lavender polo stuff. So I just said, let me just get this too. This is Pink Pony, and it's talking about cancer. Okay, when we love someone, what it says, when someone we love has cancer, we are all affected. Husbands, wives, mothers and fathers, sisters, brothers, and friends. This is our effort in the fight against cancer. And so I said, okay, I'll just, you know, kind of cut this off. And just, you know, let me get that little slicer. Maybe somebody ain't never seen how this thing works. Okay? Because I don't know how to use this stuff. I'll just put it right here and get to this yellow line. This guide will tell you where you want to slice it, up here or back there. And just straighten it up or something. You know, I guess somebody reading something on here when they do it, but I don't know. And I just did like that, and that was the end of it. Okay? Now that can become a little tuck here. That's all we got. Okay, we don't need this. I'm finished with that. The back is like crosswords, so you know, we might save all of that. Who knows? But you can't even really do anything for it or with it because the rest of it I just put in the trash. So we can just, let me get this. Y'all know I'm reaching, right? I'm reaching. And I'll just corner clip this. But see, sometimes you can't do it because the paper's so thin. You have to put it with something else because magazine paper is so thin. So you just gotta line it up with something and then put it in there. And then it'll do it for you. Okay. Line it up with like another piece of paper, not magazine, something a little more weighty like a copy paper. And just put it in there. Doesn't even have to be a whole sheet because you only want to clip the corner. You gotta kind of make sure they're together though. Let me hold it. Let me hold it. Alright, and then we have that, and I don't know how much of a thumb hole I can get without taking his name out. So let's see. We need to kind of put it in the middle. And it still didn't clip too good because it needs the support of another piece of paper. And then we can come in here and try and do it again. And let's do it twice. And that's kind of how it looks. Not perfect because of that little piece, but it's okay. And we'll see how that goes on the side. If it doesn't really work, then what I can still do is I can fussy cut that piece or tear it, and then I can just tear his name out and put it with it, and then we'll just keep it moving like that, okay? And since these are here and this is fairly dry, it's still curling up and doing its thing, we can go ahead and cut that off and trim it up. And because my book is not dry enough, and I don't want it to be a problem trying to sew in the signature, so I'm trying to let it get some of this air dry and this fan that's blowing around in this room a little bit. Alright, so we got that. This still needs a little bit of a trim. Alright, and now I think this one too. It's like white, and you can tell the difference between that and the magazine page because that's not white all the way. Alright, and so now we can give this, I got a 2-inch hole punch too, but it's not that serious. We'll just use this one. I kind of put it right there like that, and then we're not going to be able to round with that because it's going to cut the H off. But what I can do is just go around with the scissors and clean it up a little bit like that. Okay, and do the same thing at the top if you want. You don't have to at the top, but it's okay to do it. Okay, and now that's that. And inside the journal, it would become a pocket, and this would be in there like this. Like that. Okay, and so now we have those, and then let me flip this the other way now. Okay, I might choose some washi and put that on there while we're on. We'll have that many minutes left. It's 49 now. And I have all of these images because is he a car guy? Every time I ride somewhere with him, he's like, "Ma, how you like that Audi 5000?" Whatever. You know, like I don't know what kind of car I just mentioned, but he'd be like, "You don't like that GL? Come on, that's hard. You don't like that?" Right. So I've been picking up these, like I know he's going to be talking about that. He be talking about, look at that, Ma. You don't see that grill? You don't see that mouth? It's like, boy, I'm not into this stuff. You are. So I didn't pick it for that, but I picked it for this. Mercedes EQ. Okay, that's a 2025. This is the back. That's the front. So that's what I'm going to get. I'll probably cut this in half and use that. In fact, we can do it, but I was like, you know, we can do it, but in Ram trucks, he definitely into. Okay, that's the whole story. We won't even go into that. Now, look at this. Jeep. That green car. Okay. Then this is another one. Looks like the green one. Lincoln Aviator. And this is a Lotus. Elite. Something like that. Elite. And this is an order form. This one, Lightning Raptor. That's a Ford. But I got it for this. Okay. Not the Fiat, but the Dodge muscle car. Okay. These men is into this kind of stuff, you know? All right, so we're going to try to give them a little something to look at. Think on Mustang. This is a Chrysler Airflow. Okay. And this one goes with this. And then we have something inside. We got this. Okay. And 1.6 million. I heard that. And then the Porsche. So that's what this is. This is what I've been pulling for him to add to his journal. And, you know, we can't really do much because, you know, we got to sew these signatures in here. We got to sew them in. All right, so I have to decide, am I going to leave this on the outside? I shouldn't because, you know, it's just neater this way. But I kind of like it like this. I kind of like that it's two-part like this out here. It's still not down. I should put a piece of that double side in there because it clearly has not dried good enough to hold that denim together. And I kind of like it like that. So not sure what I'm going to do, but I have to make a decision. It is certain that I have to make a decision. Okay, let's get 2 thin pieces. I scratched that. It almost popped a hole in there. Probably need some more glue, but I'm not going to put no more glue in there. Let me move this. It's still wet. Pull that right up because it's still wet. All right, I'm going to put that. It can't stick because it's wet. In a minute, it won't have no sticky. It's still on there because it's wet. Let me just get another piece. All right. Which is why I don't want to try to sew it like this, because if it's doing this to the double-sided tape, you know it can be a problem with trying to, see that sticking up? All right. It could be a problem with the needle trying to go through. So I'm not going to try and sew anything. It's sticking out right here. Let me put this string on here. It's a little bit of sticky right there. It's okay. And then it's just hanging off like all these are hanging off. It's fine. They can hang off. It's denim. All right, so we're not going to mess with this. We're going to leave it and let it dry real good because the needle is already a blunt needle, and that means that it's not going to do the right thing if you try to put it through a moist situation. It won't come out good. Like, I don't want to do nothing to this, but I don't want it to tear up. So let's get some washi tape. Oh gosh, I put that up. No, I left this out. I didn't want this though. Let me see. We got fragile. Should we use the fragile on the end? Maybe we should. Maybe that's okay. Fragile. It's red. Let's use it. Because I left this out. And I left the one with the tape out. These scissors are sticky. They keep sticking to the papers. All right. We'll just try to use this one that says fragile. And put that over there. All right. And then, because I don't want to cut this off. I think it's cool. Like a page edge. But I got to figure out how I'm going to get this washi tape on there now. I got to kind of slide it up underneath. All right. We got it. Oh, wait. Is this tape? Was it? Oh. Okay. It's that kind where it's stuck like double-sided tape. Okay. Well, let's just clip the piece off, make it straight. Oh, that's not too straight. And then we'll just add it. I wonder if it's going to need some... Come on, what is that? Ay. Y'all see what's happening. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. Oh. I'm not winning, but I'm going to. I'm not winning yet, okay? All right, let's see. Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going this way, and we got to do some eyeballing right there. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're going in this way. I know that it's off, but it's okay. It can be off because it's just a reinforcer. I'm going to try to stick it under here a little bit on here. I don't know how it's going to act. Okay. Because it's glued down, but I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's lift it just a wee bit. Try and stick it under like so. All right. Now, what do we do here? Boy, oh boy. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It might be nice to just have a solid blue or something. Not fragile, but this is all I have here. So I'm going to use this. Oh, hold on. I don't know. I don't know. It should be okay, I think. I mean, it's just paper. We're just making a little journal. Everything's all right. We don't have to be too serious. We just make it neat and make it nice. And everything else is all right. Okay. And then okay, now we have this, and then because that's hanging over, I will just fold that little piece over onto that. Okay, that's what we got. Okay, it's alright, I think. I think it might be alright. This is fragile. It's okay. We're going to do this side. Okay, let's go with this. Let's got this going some kind of way here. It's all curled up and everything. But we can make it. We can make it. So we made fragile come inside. So let's make it come inside on this side. And then it'll be uniform. Okay. All right. And then we will snip it right here. And then we'll press that onto that paper and turn it over. And this says fragile coming out this way. So now we gotta put this way. We go out here, snip this off because it's not belong on there, and come this way. What's that on there like that? I don't know. Alright, so I want to put it under here. It's not let me slide it under there, so we'll just put it on top. Okay. Oh, it's too far up. Okay. Now snip this right there, and now we have that. All right, and then for this side, it's a little bit of curl over, just a little bit. It's not as much as the other side, so we don't have much to fold over. Y'all, thanks for being here. I appreciate your time and your support, being here with me and helping me to grow what I think to myself is organically, because I learned a couple of days ago that people can actually, there is an app or some type of channel, something, it's either an app or a channel that people can go to, and you can buy subscribers. I mean, actually pay for subscribers, but you can only buy a few at a time. That is incredible. No way. I want to grow organically, just being myself, having fun, learning something, you know, and just growing like that. But I value your time, and I appreciate you being here with me. I think this is still going to be the outside. And yeah, I'm grateful. I just wanted you all to know that and to hear it from me. This is still wet. I'm not sure how I'll handle this right now, but I am going to sew it, so I can't worry about it too much. So now I've reinforced this, and those edges look like that. That's not too bad at all. It says fragile, and it kind of goes with it. We got a fireplace, you know, he's carrying whatever, and he's in the snow, and there's a wild animal, and, you know, it's kind of okay. I think it's cool. So we're going to leave this like this, and we're going to call this a wrap for tonight, and I will be back again I hope to come back tomorrow night. I have a meeting tomorrow with the USPTO, a Zoom meeting. That is the United States Office of Patent and Trademark. And so I am excited about the Zoom meeting, and I have great expectations for a terrific outcome because I've done some work for children. I've devised, created, invented, not invented, but I would be an inventor to them and to the world. But I created a number system that is complete. It's a complete number system from the number 0 all the way through time and money. And I have been trying to get that work into the world since 2021. And when I started the process, I understood that it could take up to 3 years, 1 to 3 years, before an examination is complete and you could be awarded a patent for your work. Well, it's been 3 years and I've not even gotten mine off to the patent office. One, because I couldn't afford to hire an attorney, and it costs anywhere from $4,000 to $12,000 to apply. And every time they send you your work back for whatever reason on your application, there is a resubmission fee on top of whatever you had to pay initially. So that's been the dilemma. And even I could have purchased a Patent It Yourself book through Amazon. I think it's Nolo is the author, and those are former patent attorneys who devised that book or something. And I could have purchased that book, but if you don't understand the legalities and the terminology that they're using, then it would be foolish for you to try it. And I didn't think myself smart enough like an attorney to understand those types of things. So I didn't purchase that book. But I have this phone call Zoom meeting tomorrow at 3. And after that, I hope to come back and work on this journal for my son with you all. And if you know the words and the worth of prayer, if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate you whispering a prayer for me because, I need prayer. And thank you. Thank you so much in advance. And thanks again for being here. I appreciate your presence and your support. And I will be back tomorrow. I'm sure I will, even if it's after 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And we'll do a little something. I don't know whether I might put one signature in and save one to put in. And then we'll carry on from there. So thanks again, and I will see you all on Wednesday evening. Have a great night. Peace.